So it's just afternoon, and I'm going to head out to Lake Michigan now. I'm going to say goodbye to the camp. But as I showed you before, everything's all set for this evening and tomorrow, and ready to roll. It's really a beautiful day. It's probably mid-30s, maybe a little warmer. But here we go. It should take me, I'm guessing, an hour and a half to get to Lake Michigan. Could be as much as 2. We'll see. See you when I get there. One of the people stepped in this little puddle, and it's releasing some sort of gas. The bubble is right over where the person's heel print was, and you can see the rest of the step. There's another track there. Looks like someone might have stepped in it 2 or 3 times because there's 3 distinct marks. But as I was walking by, I heard the bubbles, so I was curious to see what it was. Oh, look at that, there it went. Well, I was wrong. There is open water on the lake. I didn't see it before, and I don't know if it's the best place. I think it was better that I got it from the ice, but you can see the open water there, and I did not know that this was here. There actually is a creek that feeds it. I had no idea. And this is certainly easier than chopping a hole in the ice. Look at how clean that water is. That's amazing. Yep. So, that's the joy of exploration and discovery. Learn something you didn't know before. You can't tell on this, at least I can't tell from the screen. Well, maybe you can tell there, but that water is just amazing. So clean and clear. But still probably has bugs in it, so it's good to filter. This is really cool. So this creek definitely has a course flowing in here, but I'm certain that all of this used to be underwater and not that long ago. The creek really should hit the lake about right there. Well, when the water's high. There is probably no such thing as normal water level. It varies all the time. All right, here we go. Made it. All right, see you at Lake Michigan. It's hard to believe, but this is mid-February in West Michigan. Look at that color. Incredible. And quite a dramatic ridge. Of course, you can't capture elevation very easily, but both sides fall away. This side less dramatically. This side very dramatically. Far, far down there. But what a beautiful, beautiful walk through the woods. And all I'm carrying right now on my hike to Lake Michigan is water, a fire kit for emergencies, and a knife. Always go about with a knife. That's it. So easy, and it gives me the opportunity to get some exercise, but also really to enjoy it. Look at this moss there. I don't know the difference between this kind, feathery, so maybe that's feather moss, and that's a completely different kind there. Different color, different way of it, right way it grows. And then maybe those are lichens. Again, you can't tell the extremes of elevation, but way down there in that bowl is a snowfield still. What a place. Still can't really see the extremes of elevation here, but that is way down there. I don't know, maybe it's a 100-foot drop? Don't know. Onward. That's looking back towards the trailhead. And there's this currently dry bog, which hope will be filled with water in the spring. And yes, this is sand. White sand beach here at the dunes, even though we're a long way from the lake yet. Well, just got scared to death by two birds, grouse. They bombed up from right over there. And that's what they do. They wait forever until you're on top of them. It's like if they would just stay hidden, you'd never know they were there, but they take off right when you get to a certain distance and scare you. Maybe that's their defense, is to scare people and others. So anyway, that was exciting. Too bad you didn't get to see it, but I did. Crazy. So we're almost there. Up here you can't really see it very well through the trees, but there's a beautiful little knoll. That's probably my favorite campsite here. And the trail just goes right through a little cut in the dunes here and opens up to Lake Michigan, which I'll show you in a moment. Bambi dropped by. There's a ridge line through the trees which you scramble up to get to that little knoll up there. And then this is fantastic. This is like when you're driving north into Cincinnati on I-75, come around a bend and bam, you're hit with the city lights. Look at that. Come around a bend, crest a little rise, and right there in front of you is Lake Michigan in all its splendor. And look at that color today. And it looks like there's very little shore ice. So I could have camped here safely and successfully, but I didn't know if I could get to water, and I knew I needed water. Man, it feels like a summer day here. And there you can see some ice, but it's hot. I was thinking perhaps I would need shorts for this trip. Probably will tomorrow, but don't have them. Huh. There are prints here that look like a cat, but they've gone off of the sand. These are deer. Oh, so there is a little bit of ice still. So that would have made it somewhat difficult to get to the water. Here you can see a very clear deer print. Yeah, it's only 10-15 yards wide, but would make getting water difficult. Gorgeous. Can't beat this.